Wast Water lies in the west of the Lake District, and we begin our walk today on its western shore, walking firstly along an unclassified road for about a mile to the farm of Greendale, which sits at the foot of Greendale Valley. We then take the path all the way up the valley. It starts off through bracken and vegetation and then becomes quite a barren route up through a rocky ravine, and along the way there are some very pleasant waterfalls to be seen to the west. After a long climb taking probably an hour and a half, maybe two, we come to Greendale Tarn, a very isolated body of water, although on the day of my walk there were a few trout fishermen there. The path then veers very steeply up the flank of Middle Fell, and I grew very tired trying to get up there. The path is very difficult to follow, it's very craggy and probably around 45 degrees. And then once onto the top of Middle Fell, it levels off to a nice grassy plateau with rocky outcrops. The path then proceeds back down to Greendale, mainly on turf, and is not too difficult underfoot. And we journey down back to the bottom of the valley and back to Greendale Farm. And then there is a mile walk along this unclassified road back to Wast Water's shore, where I parked my camper van.
Well, good evening everybody. Here you find me at Wasdale on Wast Water. It's a very windy and rather cool evening now, but it's been gloriously sunny and I've been here since about lunchtime, just enjoying the sun. It's been very busy with lots of people using the water, canoes and surfboards and things. As I pan around now, you can just see, we can look all the way up Wast Water from here, and you can see in the distance there, oh you can't, there we are, it's coming into view now. What have we got? Well, just behind my head now we've got Great Gable, and in the distance there Fell. Well, good morning everybody. It's Sunday, a glorious sunny Sunday in September, probably one of the last nice days that we'll get this year. And today I've just left my camper van on Wast Water and I'm heading up a small fell called Middle Fell, which will give me these lovely views of the lake ahead. Already I've only just set off from the car and already a little bit breathless and sweaty already, but it is just glorious. And there we are, back towards Wast Water, and that's Illgil Head that you can see, or rather you can't see because I haven't got a wide enough angle lens. But anyway, let's crack on. Right, so here we have that ravine that Wainwright mentions. He said it's hidden from view from the road, As you can see, it turns out of view. You can't see down to the road from here. So my plan is to go across the river. I hope you can cross it without taking shoes and socks off. And then up the other side to Yewbarrow. Well, I stopped for a rest. My new boots have torn my feet up, so I've took the precaution of bringing my old boots with me in my rucksack. So I'm going to swap my boots over and I hope I can get through the rest of the day. But anyway, it's proven to be very tough. I remember when I did this walk, well, probably 6 years ago now, I did Middle Fell, Sea Talon and Yewbarrow all in one day, but I don't think I'm going to do any more than Middle Fell today. I'll show you it in a moment. In fact, I'll show you now. And there we are. So I'm not at the top. I've still got some way to go. I think I'll just get to the top and just sit out the rest of the day enjoying the views. I think I've had enough. But it's really hot. It's probably the warmest walk I've done this year, and we're into September now. Fantastic stuff. Right, so after a great struggle, had to go off piste, lost the path. Finally managed to get to the top of this not very high fell, as it turns out. We're still below a lot of the other stuff around, but this is the summit of Middle Fell now, and I'm just about to have my my lunch. I don't know whether we can show you that, courtesy of Hazel. There we go, all packed up, ready to eat. Only problem is it's really windy here, but the views are incredible. So there we are. This is what I can see from where I'm sat, and you've got probably the best view of the Scawfell Massif I've ever seen. You've got all of the peaks there in the whole of the range. You've got Scawfell and Scawfell Pike and Slight Side over there, Broad Crag and Great End and Whin Rigg. They're all shown, and in the foreground here we've got Yewbarrow, and poking up behind is Great Gable, and next to Great Gable we've got Kirkfell, coming round here now to Red Pike. And over in this direction we've got Illgil Head and Whin Rigg, and from here you can see the entire length of Wast Water. But it's a little bit misty today, so the view's not perfect. But I guess there'll be hundreds of people going up Scawfell today. You can see that cleft in view now. That's where the main Wasdale path goes up to the top. And then when you look at the top, you've got that little U-shaped dip, which is called Mickledore. A bit like Mordor, isn't it? It's like something from Lord of the Rings. So yeah, I'm going to have my lunch now and probably come down straight away. The wind is blowing really hard. It was very still this morning, but it's certainly windy now on top. Bye for now. Right, so the long descent to the bottom has begun. I've had my lunch feel recovered except for my knees, which are playing up now. But there we are, it's been a good day. So the views are great and the weather has been fine. There we go. That's my path back down to the car, and over there is where I came this morning. Yeah. And this descent isn't as hard as the ascent this morning, which was very tough, but exhilarating nonetheless. And over there is Yewbarrow. Where is it? Yeah, it's behind me now. There we are. That was going to be part of today's walk, but unfortunately I wasn't fit enough to do it, so I've called it a day. Back down to the car, cook my tea and then head home. Bye for now. Final view before walking back to the car. The sun's getting lower now and the shadows are becoming more interesting.